Out of
hitting wizard up there. Luis Arise lifting a ball to right center field. Mookie Betts battling the sun, makes the catch for the first out. So hits third, and then it's Manny Machado homering in the first game last night. Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in. He has owned Jack Flynn 3 doubles.
Well, there he threw it, actually backed up and kind of messed with Tatis. He's expecting.
That is a fastball pummeled down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone, and a home run for Tatis, who's messed 6 out of 9, 5 extra base hits for Tatis.
Well, they started fast yesterday, did the Padres, and I think they know they're a really good team that needs to keep the foot up to their bullpen, and they weren't able to do that.
And throw 6 scoreless. Here's Profar taking Flaherty well with a couple home runs against him. He's back to his best self.
You cannot make one swing, make them take that away from you. You have to establish that you make your breaking balls even better.
Time in as many games in this division series. On 2-1, Profar fouls off his slider.
Then he'll throw the knuckle curveball, and that'll create more depth. It'll look like that slider, but then the guys, so that he can get hitters to look down there and low there.
2-2. And a good take right there by Profar. And Profar just 1 out of 10 in the postseason. On this 3-2, he takes in that same spot, and consistency from John Lipka, the home plate umpire. Ball 4.
Oof. Knew it, whether it stays fair or not, but not a good sign. Those were 2 great pitches, and you could see him hop on the mound when he didn't get that call, knowing he had struck ball.
And now it's Machado taking ball 1 from Flaherty. Home run in the first inning yesterday. Flaherty's 1-0 pitch at the knees, a strike. First, here's the 1-1 pitch. That's ripped to third. Muncie's got it on a hop to second, 1 and over to first to double play. But the pop.
Well, Ohtani did his thing yesterday. He wasn't nervous at all.
First one to Ohtani from Yu Darvish. Is in hero. He's 1 for 5 against him in the big leagues with a couple Ks. 1-0 pitch. Ohtani.
He's got a split finger. He is one of the best manipulators of the fastball for strikes.
His 2-0. Spins in there for a strike.
He just used one with that slider. Then he can slow it down. We already saw the top of the zone.
Comes home with a 2-1. It is a fastball. Gets a swing. All
there
24 of them.
Yeah, I mean, good luck, right? You can't. Quadrants covered. What makes him special is he.
Here's his 2-2. Got a chase from Ohtani on a slider that was away. And a strikeout.
Okay, again, the hitters don't like backup sliders or curve.
And no matter how he's been doing, and Mookie Betts is lifted in the air to left field. It sends Profar back, tiptoeing to the corner. He's at the wall. It is. Mookie Betts is rounding the bases, thinking that it's a home run. Jurickson Profar says
he goes in. I thought he caught it the first time, but the way he was reacting, I'm with you. So he catches that ball. Now he's just going to play hands a little bit, bounce up and down. I'm not even going to let my teammates know I've got it.
Jurickson Profar goes, and so that run's taken off of the ball. So it stays 1-0 Padres, and Freddie Freeman chases. No balls and 2 strikes.
And there's that him to think up and then allow that break.
The way he did, he's not protected from fan interference. So if a fan gets up the stands and pull it back, time's called. And a pitch clock violation will make it.
I mean, I'm still shocked we get him. That's just one thing that should never.
Here's his 2-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman, and a swing and a miss for strike. Into the crowd to take a home run away from Mookie Betts and keep the Padres in front 1-0 after 1 in game 2. It's back in the dugout, and that smile that's always there from Profar, even as he did it. A huge play, and the Padres have delivered the first
inning. A lot of fastballs. He gave up 1 run, no big deal. Don't abandon it. A ton of your breaking balls per at bat.
Merrill grounds this one through the middle, and a base hit into center field to open the second.
Well, having saying that, you got to hit your location too with that fastball.
Let's see. I want to rob a homer, and I did it in a playoff game. So it was. Turkson, thanks a lot. Great catch. Joe Becker.
Dodger fandom, that's Stefan Xander Bogaerts. Hitless in the wild card series, then contribute.
Stroke back and his consistency and not overswing. He'll leave those. And the strikeouts that he gets called on him are all going to be down. So the
1-2 pitch is punched past the mound. The only out is going to be at first for Lux. Light reels for years. Runner in scoring position for Jim Cronenworth, who takes. And the Dodgers, has Yamamoto given up 5 runs in 3 innings. The last 4 points in 8 2/3. Cronenworth grounds this one to second. Lux will throw him out, 2 away. In 6 scoreless innings, you can win games like that. It's hard to win series and championships.
laid plan is the one where the majority of your pitching comes from starting pitching.
David Peralta's looking for one here. That takes the ball. He was huge this summer with the Padres without Fernando Tatis for a couple months here. On a 1-0 pitch. Lifts it foul. A scenario where Jack Flaherty's been particularly instant. His 1-1 is a fastball upstairs. 2-1. Golf to right center field. Tommy Edmonds going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. David Peralta, run, and it's 3-0 Padres. There's the
break your spirit. The Phillies were able to do it against the Mets in an incredible way where they rallied, end up winning the game. But the Padres and hit a long ways. They have such a simple approach to go gap to gap. Line drives are their theme and theory. That
and there's a reflection of that depth we were talking about last night. They've got a home run from a star in field from last year. 2 out. Higashioka takes ball 1.
There haven't been enough of them. The breaking ball in the zone puts a cannot pitch behind against a disciplined team, and you cannot make.
Here's a 2-1 to Higashioka, and that is lifted into shallow left field. Back goes Miguel Rojas. He's got it, and the inning comes to an end. Second time in as many games the Padres, and a promising start here with a pair of home runs through 2 innings against Jack Flaherty.
Especially in a postseason. Yesterday, Padres did not keep that. First, I felt like anytime you got a lead as a pitcher, get the lead off.
Oscar Hernandez is the hitter, takes strike 1.
In the simplest way, there's no rally when you get the first guy out. Yeah, out of the inning. That's what I used to always tell myself. But when the first guy gets on, the crowd.
Hernandez, who had the game-winning hit in that decisive rally in the 4th inning. Baseball cliches, right? Getting the leadoff man, not going 0-2 for much of the year. They've done those things you're talking about.
Yeah, no drifting. And but you cannot drift. I say this, I don't know how many people feel it, but in the regular season, you're trying to survive the season.
From Darvish. Banged up the middle and through. And a leadoff hit for Teoscar Hernandez. Take a look. And giving him 42% chance to allow 3 runs individually, collectively as a lineup. The guy coming up here in Max Muncy, he's got a couple. Grounded by the bag, a fair ball. Muncy jumps on the first pitch. He'll stop at first and back-to-back singles to open the second.
Dodgers put on the last 2 games so far. They've responded.
Creeping sense of here we go again. And he said there's a little bit of that, but then he's behind the Braves 2-0 in a 4-game series. Homestand lost game 1 with the triple play
roster in this game, but they can steal second base.
Here's 1-0 to Smith. Poked foul. He's given up more stolen bases.
2 just of second base. 40 stolen bases. That's a lot.
Just 1 steal this year, not going. Smith fouls it off 1-2. It's Ohtani with his home run. It's Hernandez with his game-winning hit. But this bottom
on 2 strikes.
Went with a curve and
ball to mess with the timing of the hitter. It looked like Will Smith was trying to.
Nobody out. 2-2. Way outside, and a run-saving catch right there. Inning 1 of the hidden key at-bats of the game. Led off the second against Cease. Darvish's payoff. Taken for ball 4, and Will Smith has done it again.
Season, you get the first guy out, there could still be first and second, and you like the game.
This feels like we're just watching last night on repeat.
Well, these 2 teams are great. The station at the mound is, look, we can't get out of this inning with 0. If you
The Darvish about to face Gavin Lux.
Is locked in. He doesn't pull that sinker that he pulled badly to Smith.
Out of the visit, his first pitch to Lux. Curve pops in there for a strike. Sink on an 0-1. Lux takes in the dirt. Nagashioka playing goalie. One pitch. Swing and a miss. He got a chase. 1-2.
That's the power breaking ball. He has her doing. You notice Higgy's not on one knee.
Gets the 2 strikes on Lux. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Darvish comes back home. And Lux stays alive. Includes those 4 starts that he made during their last run to the championship. Home with another 1-2.
Now Seamer inside. They call it a front door fastball that tries.
He's looking to respond right away. Lux sends a fly ball to left center field. Jurickson Profar says this one's easy. Doesn't have to battle any fans for it. Makes the grab. Hernandez comes in to score, and the Dodgers are on the board on a Lux sacrifice fly.
Lux did a nice job with 2 strikes to drive in the run. Would have loved to have gotten a hit. Darvish got the Yanni. I don't have to face him if I can get the next 2 hitters out. If it's not, he's not human.
Edman had 2 hits yesterday. He tomahawks this one to first, and Arise catches it for a double play. Nobody out, and they settle for 1 as Edman scorches it.
It's coming out both sides. Got a ball out over to Hernandez, put a swing on him, and just loaded nobody out, and was able to wiggle out. Just giving up 1 big hold. But we didn't have Toddy for 2.5 months. I can't say he carried us, but.
Luis Arise, top of the order for the Padres here. 2 balls and 1 strike. First time he's been retired in the first inning in the postseason. Dodgers starters 5 innings in this series have given up at least 1 run in all.
I'd like to see Jack Flaherty get in a rhythm and get him at least to the commonplace.
Arise pokes one left side. Muncy perfectly positioned for the first out. Hughes Jr. already so many chapters to his story. Took baseballs by scene. Profar takes a ball by 2020 deal, but then he misses a full year with injury. He can be in this postseason.
See that hand? It's either not a grip issue or your
season. Fires a 2-1, and it's pulled foul. 2-2. Bounce back for him. He had a 5 ERA last year. A 3 in the third, and a 2-2 from Flaherty. Is swung on and missed. He strikes out Profar.
Firmer, and the hitter sees a tight spin. This one
bounced into a double play his first time. Hit it really hard though, and he. Machado spent a lot of this season searching for the trying to hit their own stride. They were 50 and 50. 2-0 from Flaherty. Machado takes strike 1. Two and 2.
Felt like, man, I just missed one. Good break, but see how it was central right there.
Delivers ball 3. 3 straight breaking ball here in the third. Machado bounces it back to the mound. Flaherty's got it, and that'll do it for the Padres in the third.
Told us earlier today, this team has a unique spirit when it falls behind.
Is that we had to fight till the end, and we've been in a playoff race from the beginning of the season. We still got to be comfortable getting into counts, running deep into counts. And
even said it after the game yesterday. He said as soon as Ohtani hit that ball, we said, all right. Grounds it foul. Might need a new.
Making him beat you the other way. He's stable and get above his hands. It worked a couple times, and then it didn't. You have to constantly rare. I mean,
not going to get him out. Here comes an 0-1 with the new bat. Takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
See that split? If it falls.
The 1-1. Ohtani takes ball 2. Darvish to Ohtani with a 2-1 and a ground ball to first. Had him off balance, leaning out for that splitter, and a roll over to first. 2 away. Hand now 1 for 7 is Ohtani against you, Darvish. WBC teammates.
Part of the narrative that's changing a little bit for the Dodgers. They were aggressive yesterday. Mookie Betts more aggressive.
Yeah, that was their most aggressive.
The scouting report is so accurate on how they document everything. And Mookie is a little bit because you haven't gotten a lot of hits. It's just harder to hit.
From Darvish. He checks his swing. Caught the corner 1-2. Front.
2-2.
Freddie Freeman waits. Fouls it into the glove for strike 3. Darvish with a 1-2-3 came in to score. Let his walk in the 8th inning last night all year just so cool and calm. Raised right. He's an example of that, pointing to his parent. There's been the production, but then the poise and the person guys look to him. One from Jack Flaherty and chases.
Well, he's such a great athlete to be a premier position, and when you have the confidence behind you, man, saves a lot of runs.
Say during spring training they had 1 out. Let's see if Merrill can play left, and they put him out there and right
Athletically and being able to adjust to the angles at center field. The ball off the bat. And it's
another 2-2. Ground ball to second. Backhand Lux. Merrill runs well, but Lux throws him out. Games. Life has changed quickly. He's come here to the big leagues. They figured he would hit Aventani with more extra base hits.
Yeah, it's impressive. Look, you're going to get excitiness to him, and pitchers haven't been able to figure him out, and that's a good to your game.
Xander Bogaerts, space is empty, 1 away, hooks a line drive to left field right at Teoscar Hernandez for out number 2. Pitcher in the postseason in 2 years. 2 outs and Jake Cronenworth. Down the line foul.
Well, here's what every manager's also the reliever facing the same guy 3 times, and in a postseason series, even lunged. With, okay, I used Treinen last night against the many times if I can help it. So there's a lot of things in that. When your starter doesn't pitch deep enough, there's more than just, just
in a game for a starter, but then the 3rd time seeing a pitcher in a 3rd time, 295 average, 875 OPS. They hit like a bigger deal in a 7-game series.
Much
but
bigger.
The way these
also promote more usage of your bullpen. So it's well.
The bullpens. Both starters giving up 5 runs. Both bullpens going to work in the 2 from Jack Flaherty. The count evens on Cronenworth.
And what's the way they're being used, what they're asking them to do. Empty the bucket with your foul. Everything too early. They have nothing left to surprise them. So you're not going to show the hitter in the 1st inning what you're going to get them out.
Another 2-2. And a grounder to first. Backhand stab by Freddie Freeman, and he lumbers over there to first to finish off City in the postseason, and there was no shortage of it in game 1. Freddie Freeman is ahead 3-1, and it's ball 1 from Darvish.
Well, Darvish has thrown 7 different from pitches as a hitter. You just got to get lucky. Fastball. And when that pitch is worked, 4-seam fastball, he'll throw more high breaking balls than any other pitchers.
Rips this ball to right center field towards the gap, and Tatis picks it off. Both corner outfielders putting up this ball out of the air.
Tried to go up to it right down the middle. That is not going to survive.
Probably didn't get talked about enough. Fernando Tatis trying to take care of his shoulder. They moved him from short to here there as the best fielder at any position in the league. Up the middle, well positioned Cronenworth. 2 out. 2 gone, 4th inning. Max Muncy in the 2nd. And a first pitch curve here for a strike.
For Darvish can be upwards of 20 to
move, not knowing where it's going to be. Once he gets up on top of that, and Luis Arraez with a backhand play showing off makes the play, and then Luis Arraez with a great play of his own. So to the D's. And the guy with the decisive swing in this game so far. And a 2-run home run in the 2nd.
Well, both managers are working up Darvish.
Here's a pop fly. Throw Miguel Rojas. And it was defensively.
Well, we talked on the onset about what they do. They're hit in the big leagues. And that's executing.
1 ball, no strikes on Kyle. 4th manager in 6 years. Sandy Green takes over during the year when he's still on the staff, but didn't give him any. Dylan Cease did not, and that is pitched very efficiently. Just 45 pitches.
Good if your defense is there, which they have been.
Rojas to get Higashioka.
This is the guy they've done a nice job on so far. Made some nice plays on him.
1 out of 7 for the back. Different teams. Often does that. He takes the.
Well, I'd still be a pitcher, but it's nice to have his swing.
Hard. He's got as good a barrel control. Ball and finally got to play on his first team when he was 8. And they say Tony Gwynn, guy that would make him proud, popped into left field. Here comes Teoscar Hernandez, called off by Max Muncy, and Jack Flaherty's retired through 4 innings. Comes home to Will Smith. Outside, ball 1. He's put up. Smith reached base with a walk when the Dodgers scored their run in the second. Darvish is 1-0. 2-0.
Base creates stress. Will Smith has had some.
Looking for his first hit of this series, but he's got 3 walks. Term this spring to a 10-year extension. That'll have him on a 2-1 from Darvish. Smith sends it in the air to center field for Jackson Merrill. Easy play for the first out of the. Gavin Lux with 1 away. Grounds it foul. The Mets are going to head home more.
It is incredible that they're even in this.
Texas Rangers last year. We all know how that ended.
There's no way you could have.
$70 to get your T-shirt dry cleaned at the hotel. Lux, who had a sac fly his first time up there, is 38-year-old. Will sink in and a blue base hit for Lux. That snaps.
Sometimes, again, it's not how hard you hit it. It's where you hit it. Off the end.
Coming to the plate. Lux, by the way, just 5 stolen bases this year.
See, Darvish is aware of what to the last year, and some can do it and some can't.
And pretty froggy over there. He's bouncing ball to first. Arise has it, throws high to second, back to first, not in time. Ball squirts by, but no big deal.
Go running over to first, find the bag and see the ball, and that ball might have come out of left foot. Tough play for a pitcher. You practice it at spring.
A 9-hitter Rojas with Ohtani on deck.
Well, I would expect.
Darvish changing his times to the plate, trying to make life tough, and then he spins in a strike on Rojas.
Pitch clock. You have to do it a little bit differently because everybody could.
There he goes. Throw from Higashioka, not in time, and an easy stolen base for Edman, who's able to stand.
Now this is pretty easy, and we talked to you already about how many stolen bases there is.
There, in a 3-1 game in the 5th. Rojas takes ball 2. Gonna have to reach to do so here. Side spins a fly ball to right field, and no lock for Rojas this time. Darvish, just 1 run over 5 innings. On to the 6th we go. Leads off and takes strike 1 from Jack Flaherty. Big news inning. Come out. Tatis gets hit, and the leadoff man is up.
Off the leg.
Kenny, what'd you find out about Freddie Freeman?
It's ankle discomfort.
Warnings were issued, or wow, but he didn't look.
I did, and I was watching Profar talk to Will Smith.
Walking a strikeout for Profar, but his imprint on this game is defensive. First inning. He's into the 6th. Strike zone right there, 1-1. Go. The left-handed batting Jackson Merrill, 2 hitters. A bunt up along third. Won't be an easy play. Flaherty's throw is not in time. Jurickson Profar with a bunt hit.
Perfectly placed bunt. Worst case scenario is going to be a man on second with Manny coming up, but what an effort. Just too much speed and perfect.
Looking for insurance as Machado comes up at 0 for 2. How you pitching him here when you face him a third?
Power stroke is. He got away with that. Wow. All that he's done away, and that central cut, he just missed.
Nobody out. Here's the 0-1. Spins in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Early offense, but then quiet. Can they tack on here? Machado takes a strike. 1-2. Right about his season averages. Here's 1-2. Is in the dirt and stopped by.
And just right away down to where.
Oh, just misses.
And now if he throws that tight slider in that window. Remember, hitters remember the last pitch location. So if you could recognize it as a strike when it comes out of his hand.
Here's the 3-2. Got him to chase a fastball. Took it a little bit further outside, and Machado went after it. As the Dodger bullpen goes to work. And everybody involved exchanging words as Bonda's on to pitch. Jackson Merrill takes ball one.
Well, hitters, it's that pitch, slings it, tough to pick it up, good break, good movement.
Merrill shoots a base hit to left field. Tatis comes home to score, and the Padres lead it 4-1. Jackson Merrill's second hit of the ball game.
Yeah, fastball basically auto.
After 2 walks yesterday, 2 hits today, runs. With a check swing roller, Gavin Lux. 2 out.
If you haven't seen these games and these teams play, you got to tune in the next.
Third two-way, Jake Cronenworth fouls off the first pitch. Dodgers in the 3 spot in the order. Third division. Cronenworth lifts this one down the line and foul ground. Hernandez won't get there. Everything in what had been a lopsided rivalry forever. Big hitter here for Bonda. His 0-2 is upstairs.
Wow. Back down now. That one took me up.
Run in the bank for the Padres here. They lead 4-1. Couple big runs sitting out. The 1-2. Not even 2-2.
To pitching.
Bonda strikes him out with the elevated fastball. He's boiling over.
I don't know. I don't know. Good team.
Who has followed the blueprint that you were laying.
Get some outs. You can't always the time. Every ball part of the ballpark, but
on Ohtani takes low because for so long teams just pound up and
yeah, I mean, he's just too good to make adjustments.
Here's a 2-1. Ohtani swings and misses. 2 last night against Dylan Cease, who tried to 1 too many times. Here he comes with a 2-2. Full count.
He's going to second.
Yeah.
And then he could go to third. So Darvish knows the low.
Ohtani is tapped in front of the plate. Darvish has it over to first in time. And Darvish is retired.
Swing and miss. But in certain situations, when you know they can call
bases, that's an amazing number, but it also changes everything. Home runs. It affects the way things happen at the plate. It's curve for strikeout. Pop up, right side. Cronenworth. And the 3 MVPs in the Dodger order tonight is up. He's in home runs.
Well, this is the.
Here's a visit from Ruben Niebla, and here's a quick word from Evan Williams. His plans here for October. In his 11th season, he's played. Nobody's been able to rattle Darvish tonight.
6 pitch over and over again, and that's what you got.
Oh, just misses.
About Ohtani, you see, those are the pitches.
Fly to center field. Merrill's going back on it. On the track, at the wall. He's got it. The park just big enough to hold it. And Jackson Merrill with another nice defensive play for the Padres. They lead 4-1 as we go to the 7th inning. Donovan Solano pinch hitting. Against a guy in Bonda making his poke. And he had pretty much decided he was. Said he was in a dark place. I don't want to keep. Come on, help the team. Why don't you come play catch with us and everything? So failure and everything. And he says, I'm listening to myself, thinking maybe I should take my own tryout for the Guardians this spring and gets a contract. Have fun this time. Going to give it one more shot. I'm going to have fun. It's a bounce to short. Rojas throws Solano out. Or doesn't go. And he is done in this game. 4-1 game as Hudson gets ready to come on. At short, Rojas. 2 up, 2 down.
It's nothing.
Huge play last night. That 8th inning catch over the shoulder.
It's amazing when you know mechanically you're good at something. It always looks like it's slow motion.
A rise. You think he's taken? Screen froze. Puts it in play, and it's short. Rojas tested again, running throw, and he's got a hat trick in the top of the 7th. Tonight's been about Yu Darvish. Into the 7th inning he goes, having thrown just 69 field yesterday, and today Jerks and Profar's over there talking with the umpire. Ball comes out of the crowd. Profar's hot. What we're seeing right here. Isn't that hard though to go back out there in left field and getting stuff thrown at you? On the bases thinking he had a home run, but Jerks and Profar had brought this one back. Profar, an emotional, fiery guy. Anybody would be in the Darvish going to get a chance to warm up again. Up, down, and this is what he's done against LA throughout his career. After
trust they have in Darvish right now, and I'm sure if some base runners get on, last 15 after getting 3 in a row with the bases loaded, run in, that right there ended what could have been a huge.
In the last 2 years is under 5 innings. There has not been to the game, and he's going to be able to go as deep as Mike Schultz going to let control. Earlier postseason histories, pitched in the postseason a bunch at the series against the Astros, where he said he didn't know if he wanted to keep pitching. Darvish, instead of stopping, says that he took the pain, took the lesson. And here he is 7 years later, still at the top of his game.
Objects onto the field of play.
For Darvish, you are conditioned once you get out to the mound not to stand around. Time elapsed for Darvish has been quite significant.
Darvish resting. It's a sparkling defense for the Padres throughout, helping. 11 minutes since the last out of the top of the 7th, and so Teoscar Hernandez waiting for his chance to lead off this inning. Muncy and
hopefully they got to sort it out. We can get it to.
So everybody's inching their way back to their positions. Hernandez interrupt this. It's a great series, a great baseball game, great for Darvish. Certainly has revved up the crowd. Teoscar Hernandez after the delay. Whoa. 1 ball, no strikes. They have just 1 hit since then. 2 balls and no strikes. Hernandez looks at a strike.
That just tells you what confidence he has to throw another breaking ball right there down the middle of the strike zone.
Spin. Home with a 2-1. Teoscar Hernandez pokes it foul, and it's 2.
Action on the tilt of it, and that is just on the side of the ball. Pitches got flat and they got hit.
Darvish delivers. Fastball is lifted off of the air. You think maybe the best manipulator of the baseball that
he's learned so much since he's gotten.
Tries another 2-2 to Hernandez and overthrows this fastball. One of the first.
And that's just confidence of being able to make that.
Issues his second free pass. Hernandez on. Muncy
concerned that they were in danger.
And double trouble in that they had that. In his first day, he's preached togetherness. Adam gets loose, and he said he shared his vision with those players who would become. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They're up with all that time spent.
First, not running. 1-1 pitch. Sky high. He was waiting for a curve and he got it, but he was under it, and Bogarts will put it away for the first out. So the Dodgers were hopeful that Will Smith could build. Goes Hernandez. Throw from Higashioka. Not in time, and a stolen base. Great pick right there by Crow.
Well, since you've got to take advantage of it.
Rolled to third for Manny Machado. Looks Hernandez back to the bag, and bullseye over there to first to get.
Not that easy.
Sack fly in the second, singled in the 5th.
This truly would be an incredible job. Not just an ordinary inning. It would be a huge inning for him.
Luck sends a fly ball to center field. Merrill drifting back. He's got room, and Yu Darvish navigates the traffic.
It could have gone wrong there in that inning for the Padres, and refocusing.
0-2, and in this postseason, he's reached in 12 of his 15 times up. Lays off this time. Giving him a 27% chance to have Cloud for powering the real-time inside. Sets to third, and Kike Hernandez charges and throws for the first out of the 8th. And Brazier deployed yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tuesday. What else you doing? It's going to be great.
Inside. I mean, it has been. Hoping their team can get back to the World Series for the first time since 19. Sends one down the line, foul. Down in San Diego. They're always there for you. Fly to right center field. No big deal for Tommy Edman. 2 up and 2 down for Ryan Brazier.
Starting rotation, not to beat that drum over and over again. It's just been bullpen's going to have to play a huge role.
2 outs, Foreman taking a seat. Tanner Scott has started to warm. Chemistry being a problem, and fell on him. He cracks one into center field, and he's got a 2-out base hit here. And he mentioned last year, he said, look, there is no better. They have this year. But he went on to say, as he reflected, Merrill sends one in the air to left field. Teoscar Hernandez going back. He's out of room, and the rookie has gone the end. Merrill. And a 6-1 lead for San Diego. It's a 3-hit game for Merrill. 2 singles and a home run.
Dodger Field at Dodger Stadium, that is something. Watch this swing. I mean, it's taking the power of the pitcher and not trying to do too much.
24 home runs in the regular season, his first in the postseason. And Jackson said the other day, I still feel like I'm waiting on that man strength to show up. Without the man strength, he's got 20. This is empty. 1 ball and strike on Bogaerts. Pitch. Dips low, ball 2. Machado and the Padres. And the youngest player in Padres history to do a lot of things this year. The latest hit a postseason. That's why Bogaerts is playing short.
In your position, not what any player wants.
Full count. Bogaerts trying to keep this 2. Driven to left field, high in the air, way back, and it is gone again. 7-1. Limping his way around the bases, looked plenty explosive enough on the swing to get his first home run of the postseason. Talk all about the bat to ball ability, the high average, put in the World Series, the contact married with.
Well, it's been impressive. I know I don't always. I mean, it's both lineups, the same thing.
Tatis continuing the conversation with the fans. Cronenworth down on strikes, but the Padres do it with 2 out. Getting Merrill to the plate. He jacked a 2-run shot. Bogaerts followed with one of his arm right here, and Tanner Scott.
Yeah, you don't want this team to get any lead late in the game.
Tommy Edman, much better from this side of the plate. Takes strike 1. That home run, but grabbing his hamstring and limping around the bases. And Tyler Wade is tops to third. Machado, bare hand, throws.
A look, but what a play. And the Dodgers, of course. Yeah, I think he's safe. He got the front of the.
Showing the replay here at Dodger Stadium. They're taking. Oh, it's an infield hit for Tommy Edman to start this 8th inning. Ohtani's on deck as Rojas stands in. Rojas After today, the series heads down to San. In the second half, was dominant in the wild card round. Figure either Walker Buehler or Landon Knack. If that distinct starting pitching advantage really starts to take shape. Now, little pop fly and foul ground at first for Arise. Ohtani after 2 hits, home run, 3.
It's an electric fastball, but it's the way he throws it.
0-2 on Ohtani. Got him on 3 pitches. Nothing but fastballs up.
Looks like it's rising, right?
He's 11 in his career against Scott. Complete game for a complete team. Bounce it to third. Machado's got it. 0 for 11 as Enriquez, who's a bit of a surprise to make the postseason roster. This is Donovan Solano, who he struck out first between innings. Were like, this guy's like 100, right? 2 balls and no strikes, and Dave Roberts was good spot here.
It is a good spot here.
Pitched in 3 games at the end of the regular season. Solano in there for a strike. Story for the Padres right there. In the postseason's under 5 innings. Off of the hands of Solano, right side of the infield. Max Muncy's there. Or the first out of the 9th.
Let's check different guy.
Higashi. It comes with the territory at this point, doesn't it?
Well, it does. You're on a.
Higashioka hammers this ball left center field. Edman to the track at the wall. It is gone. Padres. Forget bat to ball. These guys are coming out slugging.
Well, you get production out of that guy behind the plate. Wow. I mean, 3 home runs already.
This game of the regular season, and now 3 of the 4 games in the postseason. And to center field goes Arise with a base hit.
Yeah, he loves velocity, does Arise. He just
all there.
Exactly.
So Enriquez gets touched up, is 17 times up in the. He drives a ball right center field. Edman back. It is gone. The Padres tee it off. It's in game 2. Franchise record 6 home runs in a postseason game for the Padres. They had hit 3 over the first 3 games. Here's Profar. It's amazing how fast things
talk about tomorrow, right? They don't press conference yet.
Profar into center.
Everything is over magnified. Every decision, every manager decision, and one wins 72% of the series. Well, that means 28% of the time they don't.
2 years ago, they were kind of learning on the job. That was their first run, and it had before.
Yeah. I mean, this is these are some exit velocities lately that have been unbelievable. 3 spot already.
13 hits total for the Padres. And now the Dodgers are going to have to deal with Michael King
in the game against the Braves.
Walker Buehler perhaps. Machado hooks a line drive to left field. Hernandez will track it down for the second.
Arise at first base. It's just been a total team effort. Their chance came in the 2nd inning. This game was drastically different.
Merrill, who's got one of those 6 home runs, takes down the middle for strike 3 here. But the Padres, the last time the Padres had a power display in the postseason, anything like this, it was in the wild. 18 of them for Tatis. One of 5 guys of Dodger Stadium. Here's Hernandez lining a ball to center field for Jackson Merrill. Willie's 10-1, and then broken bat to second and Cronenworth, and the Dodgers down to their last out. 1 out of 3. All about the Padres in this game. Long, loud, constant noise crowd there. Smith takes his second walk of the game.
Just a pitch in. I loved it. And
yeah, they said we're done trying to make it a hitter's park. We're just going to turn it into one by. And the Padres won the Padres winning the regular season series for the first time. Watch take inside, ball one. I
told you I liked it, buddy. I did like it. However, it never made sense. We made 9 trips. And then I go, we get to play golf on the West Coast all those times. It worked out well. And then, of course, they climbing the ladder of other teams.
Lux is down swinging, and the Padres have tied this series at a game apiece. And they've done so emphatically.
And a lot of it was with the Padres and what they did offensively. And
2 of the 6 to tie a postseason record. It's been a slugfest all year. It's been a slugfest really.
Quê thì chứ mình sẽ chụp luôn sao phải thì bây giờ ảm đạm nữa sao đâu. Đây ở giữa mưa này, đang mưa, nhìn dưới ruộng nè, lất phất hạt mưa nè. Buồn quá ha, nhìn cảnh này buồn quá, nhớ bà cố nội quá, cố nội và cố ngoại gì không biết. Ở đây là
mấy người ta lối đến học phù mắt luôn kìa.
Ở đây là Hơi lai cờ đỏ hả hay là khóc sốt? Cờ đỏ hả? Ủa vậy là khác rồi. Nhưng mà cũng không rành. Tết vậy mà cũng mua. Bây giờ mưa ở giữa đường đó, ta trồng chuối nè, trồng mía nè, rất là nhiều không? Rồi ruộng đó trời giáng. Trời âm u, nước này cũng người ta mới lấy được. Nó sẽ có hưởng thịt, mấy thấy trong ruộng á thường sẽ có hưởng thịt rất là nhiều, giống như mấy cái đường mương không thịt để bắt người ta cuối cái đường mương nước á thì mình sẽ để cái rổ hay gì á, cái bắt đầu mình chặt lại cá vô cái nhỏ trồng tông nè, hỏng thỉnh nè, tìm kiềm gì đó nó sẽ đưa nước. Bữa rút nước ra cái nó xả lúa vô.